It does say upcoming, so okay.
Okay.
So I don't think we're actually on, which is like that waiting screen.
Okay.
So
All right. Yeah, I guess we're on now. So I got the chat on there, I believe. Looks like the titles changed. All right. Yeah, I was just kind of messing around. So hopefully that looks good. But yeah, happy Friday. How are you?
doing well. Yeah, coming off a 2-2 hockey night, slight loss. But yeah, I mean, not much going tonight. Don't have a play, I don't think, in any game. But tomorrow, big slate, college football, NHL, um, big NFL slate Sunday, obviously. But yeah, looking forward to talking some plays.
Yeah. So first of all, what did you think of that game yesterday? I know you didn't, did you have any action on it?
I didn't have
Okay.
anything. I had one of those free bets that I do with
Okay.
the first touchdown didn't hit. I had Rashid Shaheed. Um, Happy the Jags won. First of all, kind of had a feeling it was going to go over the total just because the Saints hadn't gone over in so long, so I wasn't too shocked by that. Um, but yeah, I know we kind of chatted about it last night. Alvin Kamara and Chris Olave just looked so done. Um, and it's just like
Yeah.
I don't know. They just don't care. Like Kamara ran the wrong route on kind of a big play, and he's just smiling and laughing. And like Moreau drops that ball, and Alvin's the one to walk him off the field. And obviously, I don't know what he said, but I could see him saying like, "Bro, it don't matter. Like we're making millions. Who cares?" It's kind of the
Yeah.
vibe I'm getting from Alvin right now. So, which I don't care, but just kind of funny.
Yeah. It was pretty disgusting, not gonna lie. I was kind of happy. Kamara had 20 something, 24 points. We have a little bit different scoring. We get scores for first downs, and he had pretty much 10 first downs. I think every first down for the Saints. But yeah, I did have Olave over receiving yards. He came 6 yards short. They were on the 6 yard line for the last play of the game, and they did their own the ball. So that was, if that would have hit, I mean, that would have been pretty nice. But yeah, Olave I think had 16 targets, 5 catches. He was
Oof.
dropping balls, doing the wrong routes, didn't care, stopping on the routes. But yeah, Derek Carr was just kind of screaming his ass off the whole game. I can't really blame him, but also like, yeah, I don't know. He's frustrated and it's obvious. But
Yeah.
yeah, I don't know. Ugly game. My NHL bet lost. The Oilers lost. They're just going to be that kind of team all year that are going to have no consistency. So I don't know how I'm going to attack the Oilers. Maybe I'll just keep doing McDavid and Draisaitl goals because maybe I'll throw in their one defender I think scored last night. But yeah, Oilers are weird. But yeah, so we can get into the bets. And again, Asker, I see you on here. The test looks like it's working. Looks like the chat is popping up on the screen here.
Beautiful.
Yeah, basically this is just a kind of a Q&A. We want to talk a little bit of fantasy football, NHL bets. We only have 2 games tonight, I believe, but a big weekend of NHL. We can talk college football as well. MLB, we have a couple games tonight. Kind of just a little Q&A, open conversation. But
Yeah.
yeah.
I want to start first of all. From what I've seen, you're picking up where you left off in the NHL last year. Seems like you're kind of on fire. Like you said, I know you lost last night, but uh, that was that your first losing night in the NHL this year?
I think it was. I've hit
Yeah,
way too many parlays in the NHL, and like DraftKings. I don't know if you're taking. I mean, it sounds like you kind of are, but there's like a free, like same game parlay boost every single day that DraftKings just gives out. It was like $20. Now it's down to 10 or 5. But I just do that every single day. Cook up a couple. I think I have a baseball one today, but just cook up a couple of those. And like the last 2 nights, the NHL ones have hit. Just me doing no research, just blindly guessing. So
yeah,
might as well just keep riding that if it's working. But yeah, NHL's
yeah,
been doing well for me.
yeah. I'm slightly negative, like not even 2 full units, 1.5, a little bit more than that. But um, dude, I hate in the NHL how it's like 12 games one night, 2 the next.
Yeah, I know.
14 games on Saturday. Then I think we have 2 on Sunday, 1 on Monday. It's like I don't understand their scheduling of that, but
I think for right now they're trying to work around other sports,
That's probably true.
but also they played a whole slate yesterday on Thursday night football and have nothing
Right.
today, which you would. So that probably is a dumb because you would think they would overload like on Fridays because that's a really low day in
Right.
football. But yeah, I don't know. I think it'll be a little bit back to normal in the next couple weeks. But
Maybe
yeah,
once baseball's over.
yeah, yeah. But do you have any leans on? I know we have 2 games today. I saw you had a couple unders yesterday. I'm assuming you're probably going to take that Devils Islanders under tonight. That's just an Ethan original.
I Yeah, the Islanders are. Devils to me are just dead nuts over, so I don't think I'm touching it.
Okay.
Um, yeah. I yeah, cannot wait to bet Islanders under all season long, but don't know if I can do it with the Devils tonight. Um, my lean would be Devils money line in that one
Okay.
probably. Um, Islanders are 2-0, but I just don't think they're quite as good as maybe what they've shown so far, and they are so low scoring. I think the Devils probably only need 3 goals to win that. But I think the Devils could put up like 5 themselves. Actually, I don't even know. It's if Sorokin's in net. Yeah, it does look like Sorokin. So I do want to take that under.
We got to chat real quick here. Kyron for Kenneth. I would say hands down yes. I think Kyron Williams is out this week. So I don't think they're going to fall for that. But if you can get away with that, for sure, lock that one in. I just don't know if anyone's going to buy that.
Yeah, I saw some crazy stuff on Kyron this week. Like very under the radar, like top 5 running back this year.
Really.
Yeah, but yeah, I still think I would try Kenneth.
Another chat here. Hey guys, trying to bring my team back to life. What do you think about this trade? Lamar, Ford, Madison, Michael Thomas for Swift and Tyreek Hill. Yes or no? I mean, Tyreek Hill is a must-have in fantasy. It's just I don't know. I've tried to ship off everyone to get Tyreek Hill. I tried to ship off Justin Jefferson and Kamara. They said no. So I just don't think anyone's going to be willing to trade, especially for Ford, who might get overtaken by Hunt, Madison, who's splitting time now with Akers, Michael Thomas, who's maybe a wide receiver 2 on his own team. I don't know. We'll see.
Yeah, if you can get it, I'd go for it in a heartbeat for sure.
Right, right.
I would absolutely make that trade.
With Kyron trade, do you think he'd take it if I threw in Pickens or James Cook, or would I be giving too much value? They
They
accepted the
accepted the
trade?
trade.
Oh, then you
Oh, love it.
did pretty well, my man. Get me in your fantasy league.
Yeah.
Good gravy. I try to ship off everyone. I shipped off Justin Jefferson to get Kelsey, and I lost a trade, but I was trying to get Tyreek Hill because I have Tua, so I was trying to like pair them.
Mm,
But Tyreek is having one of the best seasons I think we've ever seen.
yeah.
So yeah.
Hunter, I would maybe throw Pickens in there. I wouldn't throw Cook in there personally. Pickens to me is so hit or miss.
Yeah. I want to start him this week, and I just decided not to. 12-man full PPR. Her team is 1-5. I'm 3-3. That's impressive that she's 1-5 when she had Tyreek Hill for 6 games.
That's
We
true.
we have a kick comment.
And
How are you
split.
doing, handsome? What, me or Ethan? Yeah. God, that's that Mike. I mean, I'd never veto a trade because I just don't want to be that guy in a league. But
I do the same shit. Trying to make it look fair. It's funny.
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe they can squeeze it. But I mean, if she'd accepted it, it's her fault, right? She has Cooper Cup and Hill. It's crazy. She's 1-5. Well, Cup's been out for a while, but yeah, I mean, she had both those now. I mean, Cups looks like he's picking up right where he left off. So, yeah, I don't know.
Best team through time, asks Asker. Like, best team ever?
Well, if the Patriots beat the Giants that one year in the Super Bowl, I feel like that would have been the best team ever because they were undefeated.
Yeah. I
But they
still feel
lost.
like that was a pretty damn good team.
Yeah.
Oh man, I don't know.
Kyle, thank you. We appreciate it, brother.
Yeah, thank you.
Oh, that's up. There it is. Thank you. 386.
Beautiful. Thanks, Kyle.
Best team of all time. I mean, it's hard for me to judge, like, if you're going, and I'm assuming we're talking about NFL, and it's hard for me to, well, with after the 9 rounds, we don't know what we're talking about, but I'm going to guess it's the NFL.
Sumo wrestling. I mean, the undefeated Dolphins, but that was so long ago. Like they'd probably get wiped up and down the floor by Chicago if they played them
Yeah.
today. I mean,
I, I
yeah,
just
I
don't
don't
know.
know.
Recently, we just haven't had that team that's just been amazing. We just haven't had that. He's talking about sumo. Just haven't had that team that's just been lights out. And like I said, that if that Patriots team, because they were 16-0, I believe they could have been 19-0 if they won that Super Bowl. Like that probably would have been the best team of our lifetimes if they won that. However, we can't say it's the best team ever if they didn't win the Super Bowl. So I don't
Right.
know. There's a couple good Chiefs teams. I think Chiefs with Tyreek Hill when they beat the Niners was a pretty good squad.
Yeah.
I don't know, man.
Patriots have had a ton of them. I mean,
Yeah.
yeah, it's tough to say. Also, first glance at Kyle Singer there, I thought it was Kyle Singler, ex Detroit Piston for a
Oh,
second there.
from
But
Wichita State.
no, I think he played at Duke, maybe.
Oh, he did play at
Or-
Duke. Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. He looks like that Wichita State guy. I forget his name, but
Yeah.
yes. We're getting a little traction in the chat. I always appreciate you guys' comments. Keep them coming.
Yeah.
So back to this Devils game real quick. I honestly love this over, and I know you just said you like the under with who's in net, but just seems like a very obvious under game. Devils Islanders. It feels like there's some sort of rivalry there. I don't know. I think it's gonna be higher scoring. I do like the Devils to win the game, but yeah, I love Jack. I already took Jack Hughes to score tonight. It's like plus 135. So I think he's
I
gonna
don't
get it
like that.
done. They, like the Oilers, have a crap load of power play goals, but the Islanders don't really commit that many power or penalty minutes. So I don't know. I like Jack Hughes to score. Hopefully the Islanders will get in the penalty box quite a bit. But if that happens, Jack should score. I also like his shots on goal. I think it's at 3.5. And
I saw that. He
yeah,
has 19 already on the year.
yeah. I also took McKinnon and Bedard combined shots on goal last night at 9. McKinnon, of course, did his job, had 6. Bedard didn't even have one shot on goal, not even one missed shot on goal.
Really?
So
I saw McDavid didn't shoot last night either. Not a single shot.
I don't get that Oilers team. Blue versus red, better color. I'm a blue guy.
I'm a blue guy. We're Lions fans.
Yeah, Lions and Michigan fan. I mean, come on.
Yeah.
Do you have anything on the MLB tonight?
Dude, I don't have anything. Yeah, only the one college football game, which I should probably look into. I haven't even really looked into that game.
I mean, it's just not even going to be close. It's
Right,
like a 24-point spread, I think.
right. Yeah, I have a obligations tonight, so I'll be out and about, probably not paying too much attention to the sport. So I'm okay that there's a lower amount of games tonight. But yeah, looking more forward to tomorrow and NFL Sunday.
Yeah. Yeah. And if you guys haven't seen our college football picks, we just posted a video about 2 hours ago over on our channel. So go ahead and check that out. We talk about all the Power 5 matchups, our ranked matchups. And then, of course, I'm a Michigan fan. Ethan is a State fan. So we, of course, had to talk about Michigan State. But yeah, make sure you check those out because we did go pretty in depth of the important games this weekend. Yeah, NFL. We had our NFL show too that also came out on Thursday where we went through every game. So go ahead and check those out. But I'm looking forward to the NFL mostly because the Lions game. I want to see if they're actually good again because again, played not great opponents, beat the Chiefs, and now we play the Ravens at Baltimore. So I'm excited for that game. The rest of the slate is not really entertaining to me until Sunday night.
Right. Yeah, first of all, if you guys do go check out our college show and NFL show, if you enjoy the content, just throw us a like, throw us a comment. What's your best bet for, on the college show? Throw us your best college bet. NFL, throw us your best NFL bet. Really helps the YouTube algorithm, helps us, keep doing this as often as possible. Um, just a couple of guys trying to get some money for their time and effort. So really appreciate that. But yeah, appreciate you having you in the live chat as well. Yeah, I mean, I kind of agree. I've told you already, but dude, I love next week's NFL slate already. Like, I see multiple big unit plays for me. Um, this week, not so much, although I am slowly starting to like some stuff. I love the Colts again this week. It's so gross, but
Against
um,
the Browns too. Yeah, I mean, I do like that as well.
Browns are one of the most publicly bet team this week.
Oof.
I just love it. Deshaun Watson's back, which is
Is
the
he?
second piece of the injured player. Yeah, fade the team, getting their star player back. Yeah, there's a lot I like about Indy.
I just saw this tweet. I did make a quick TikTok yesterday on this, but the Minnesota Iowa game, lowest total in college football history. It's sitting at 30 and a half.
And there's no chance I take the over.
I'm just worried. Ben, what's up, brother? I'm just worried that like Iowa has like 2 pick-sixes. And by the time that happens, you're almost halfway to the over.
Yeah. Yeah. If I bet it, I would take the under. I mean, I see that
Yeah. I mean,
being literally 13-3.
yeah, I said 6-9 just because, but
Yeah.
I don't know if there's going to be a touchdown score. The only way they score it is if Iowa gets a defensive touchdown.
It's that number 3. What's his name?
Yeah, the safety or the backer, or whatever, like the
Yeah.
strong safety. Yeah, he has like 4.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think he has
The
like
dude's
10
a
on his
beast.
career. Yeah,
The dude is their best player by far. I don't know why he
he's
doesn't
their,
play
he's
on
their leading
offense.
scorer and he's their safety.
Yeah, I might dabble on that under just for fun, just to say I was on the right side
God,
of the lowest under ever in college football history. Come on, that's right up my alley.
The thing that terrifies me is, and again, these teams just don't score, but one touchdown a quarter is you're pretty much on pace. So
Right.
like I don't think you're ever gonna feel during that game like, oh yeah, we're looking good because
Right.
one touchdown and you're not. So
0-0 heading into the second half, and there's an opening drive touchdown. I'm like, God damn it, here
yeah,
we go.
shoot. Yeah.
Another low total this week. I know we have the Academy game, Air Force
Oh, do
Navy.
we? Air
Yeah,
Force is up to sorry, I get a little laggy every time I refresh DraftKings. Air Force is up to 20th, I think. I think they're
yeah, I
6 and
think
0
you're
ranked
right.
20 or 22, something like that.
I think you're
Yeah,
right.
33 and a half. What is I'm starting to feel like that's not true that that's the lowest total ever because aren't like Army Navy games like 29
I
or are
guess
they
not.
not? Or maybe
I guess
like
not.
where they talk
I think
I don't know.
I think they're normally around here. I have heard though this week that Naval Academy games, I think, have gone 10 and 30 to the over in the last 40 games, or maybe 10
Really?
and 40 in the last 50. Yeah,
Army
man.
Navy?
Just any of the
Oh,
combination.
Academy. Well, I think Air Force has a big thing in that because Air Force is kind of turning into, I mean, there's still that wing T thing, but they're kind of starting to pass the ball a little bit more. Army and Navy, those guys just don't pass. But
You know what's
I
kind
don't
of
know.
gross is I actually like Air Force minus 10,
Yeah, Air Force
even
is
with
good.
that even with that low total.
Air Force is good.
I could see like a 24-3.
Yeah, Navy's not. Navy's
No.
not good. They have a whole new coaching staff, lost a lot of players. Oh, yeah. I mean, yeah, I got to make another video about that Minnesota game, maybe on a different account because that's laughable. What do you tell your team? Hey, guys, our team total is set at 6 points. Like, I guess let's just play a good defense and maybe we'll squeeze by with a field goal.
I think you start out with none of us are gamblers in here, right? We're just gonna take the field, play our game. Yeah, that is brutal.
I wonder because
Yeah,
with like how much sports gambling is kind of becoming a thing, do you think like the players like know the lines, like or look at the lines?
I feel like a majority of them do. Well, yeah, Iowa was all caught up in that gambling shit, so yeah, most
Oh,
of
were
that team
they?
probably does. Yeah, them and Iowa State were the two big ones
When was that?
before the season.
Oh, how come that doesn't get talk? And Michigan's getting blasphemy right now for
Yeah,
whatever the hell. It's all over. It's all over. And I don't know if it's just because I'm a Michigan fan and I'm seeing it more, but it's literally all over Twitter, all over ESPN. It's all over everywhere.
right.
Like people are talking
That's
about like
because
wins
talking
vacated.
heads, talking heads love the big teams. Couldn't give a
Yeah,
damn about Iowa State.
that's true.
Yeah, Iowa State's quarterback is suspended this whole year. Um, so whoever's starting for him isn't even their guy. And then Iowa's kicker, I think, has been suspended all year. Maybe I don't know that for sure, but I know he was tied up in it. And I know Iowa, one of their receivers last year, it could be Iowa State. I think it's Iowa though. One of their receivers, he bet the under in his own game and then went on to score the touchdown to hit it over.
Good
Uh,
God.
yeah.
Good God. Ask her you want the best play in NFL history? Or the best play? I mean, there's a couple again, going back to that Giants, the helmet catch was pretty good. OBJ's catch was pretty good. Um, I don't know. Oh,
The
what's
immaculate reception.
yeah.
If you're going way back, I mean that was nuts. Playoff game, walk off.
Marshawn Lynch's one run was pretty crazy. Barry Sanders have a
Yeah,
couple good ones. I don't know.
yeah.
Yeah. In our lifetime, I mean, I don't know. That OBJ catch changed quite a bit. So I think
Yeah.
I don't know. That was a pretty big catch.
I think of all time, I'll go immaculate reception just for
Yeah.
what it was,
Yeah.
the severity of the moment. I guess the David Tyree catch though. I mean that ended the Patriots' perfect season. That was pretty big.
Uh,
Santonio Holmes touchdown in the Super Bowl. I know that
the
gets way overlooked by James Harrison return, but that catch was awesome.
toe
That throw
drag.
was awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's hard for me to narrow it down, Asker, but
Yeah.
gave you a couple there. Um, I do have a couple, I think, player props in the MLB tonight. But I'll just give you. I'm very, for some reason, really like the Rangers tonight against Verlander. Really like the Rangers tonight against Verlander, and then I actually really like the Diamondbacks against the Phillies. I
Yeah,
don't
I
know.
know. Here's what worries me about the Rangers. They've been boosted. They've had that 50% boost on DraftKings for them to win the World Series since like Monday. And I don't think they've won since.
That's true.
That just worries me that they're not going to come out. I mean, that's not to say they're not going to win tonight, but
How does
that
the playoff work? Because I know the Rangers won the first two at Houston. Houston's won the second two at Texas, and now it's back at Texas for Game 5. Is it 2-3-2?
2-3-2.
Oh, that's kind of a crapshoot.
Yeah.
Okay, so Diamondbacks are home tonight and home their next game,
Mhm.
so they could technically go up 3-2
Mhm.
because they're not winning at Philly. There's no chance.
Right.
Ooh, okay. I kind of like 2-3-2 now.
My personal opinion, the best bet you can make in baseball right now is the Phillies to win it, but win the World Series.
Yeah.
I just don't see it not happening at this point. But I also gave out my ALCS, AL or NLCS was the Braves, the Brewers, the Rays, and the Blue Jays, I think, and not even close. So who am I to say who to go bet on
Yeah, the only team I
in
have left
baseball?
is Houston.
Yeah.
Not great. Not great. I mean, looking at it, it's so obvious. Like Houston winning. Well, Houston's they deserve, like, they're the ranking wise, they're fine. But like the Rangers, their team's loaded, so that seems to make sense. That Diamondbacks have been hot all year, got cold, and now got hot again. then the Phillies just with the momentum. But yeah, I'm a little upset I didn't take Texas, the Rangers, to be honest, because we talked about it, they have the lineup to be electric, and they just haven't done filled in the gaps. But yeah, I don't know. I just really don't like Verlander this year, and I try to fade him at all costs. So I don't know.
I don't hate it. I don't hate it for the single game, but yeah, plus 155 I'm seeing on the Phillies to win the World Series.
Are they the favorite?
Mm-hmm. That would be my MLB best
They
bet.
kind of seem like they have that destiny in them this year.
Right. And now the Astros are favored over the Rangers in that series. I think I just don't see the Astros. I just don't see the Astros winning again. So
yeah, I hope they don't.
Yeah, me too.
They kind of got a little dynasty going.
Yeah, a little bit.
Is there any
started?
What?
Sign stealing. It's where it starts.
And people are talking about like Michigan vacated, everything's going to be done, like they're going to forfeit the rest of their games. The Astros still they never even had to give up their title for that. They got a slap on the wrist. And obviously their professional sports team is different than college, but nothing happened to them.
Vacating shit is the most ridiculous thing to me. Like Reggie Bush's Heisman that they took from him, I'm like, why?
Yeah.
It's a trophy. It's not like it was like it's still his. He still won it.
Right.
I mean, it's not like I don't know. His on the field play was not hindered by getting money.
Right. And I guess that's the argument for the sign stealing, because I guess your on the field play could be.
I mean, yes.
But also, they got rid of the Fab Five stuff because they got paid. But that didn't really affect them on the field. I guess I don't know. I guess it gave them. I don't really know. There's an argument, I guess.
Yeah, in my opinion, it should just be like, yeah, you got us. Now we got you. You're banned next year. No matter if you go undefeated, you can't make the playoff. Like something like that, which as a fan would suck. Like I know there's been a ton of college basketball tournament bans. I'm just like, why do you even care about the year then? Really?
Yeah, I know that happened to Ohio State. They went undefeated, had no postseason. I think that was right after their one coach. I forget his name. Tressel, yeah. Yeah, their following season they had a postseason ban, and I think they went undefeated that year.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't like going back in time and taking shit away from people that I don't know.
No, yeah, I agree, especially if it's my team.
Right. Yeah, I don't even like Reggie Bush, but I just think it's dumb.
Do you got any NHL leans for tomorrow?
I do. So, as you know, I mostly just bet unders and player props in the NHL, at least as of right now. Not a ton that I love from either of those aspects. I will probably look for Larkin, shot total over. He's 4 for 4 this year. It's probably gonna be 3.5, probably minus 130. So I'm kind of waiting for him to miss, just for it to come back down to earth for a minute. So I'm not sure if I'll be on that. The one under I do like, looks like it's out at 6 right now. Carolina and Colorado. Just feels like a playoff, an early type atmosphere playoff game. And yeah, the Hurricanes, I mean, they've been scoring left and right this year, but I don't know. That one feels lower scoring to me, so I do like that. And over I kind of like is Jets Oilers. The Jets were dead under the team last year. I've bet them twice already this year. They just explode for goals. I don't know what's going on with that team, but I think they've had let me check. Their final scores have been 3-5, 6-4, 1-5, 3-5. So goals galore for Jets game. Oilers obviously are way over usually. So kind of like those. Yeah, tough to dig when not all the games and props and everything are out.
Right. Asker, Messi, Usain Bolt, Ronaldo, prime Mike Tyson, and Gordon Ramsay. Which teams could they beat, if any, after learning the basics of the NFL? Well, Gordon Ramsay is going to lead that team to a Super Bowl for sure. Uh, I would be scared of Mike Tyson at like fullback or linebacker. That would be terrifying. Usain Bolt does not have the body. Messi would never even. Messi's 5'1". Ronaldo would be a decent, like maybe wide receiver, but he's a soccer player. I would still say the Bears probably.
Yeah, I was just gonna say. I mean, the Bears is probably a cakewalk. Gordon Ramsay lights him up for 7 touchdowns, probably. Um, I'm a huge Gordon Ramsay fan, by the way, so I do love that was thrown in there. I love that guy. I mean, honestly, if any of those guys could throw the ball, just send Usain on the go route, and you're
Right.
probably okay.
Back to NHL real quick. I have to look a little into it, but I love that the Jets plus 142. I know as soon as I fade the Oilers are going to win, but the Jets, Oilers defense is atrocious.
Yeah.
So that might be a little play. I did watch the Avalanche Blackhawks game pretty thoroughly last night. I think the Avalanche might win it all this year. And I know we said it every single year, but they were doing like their chemistry they had going. And I know it's against the Blackhawks. They're still probably one of the worst teams in the league, even though they have Bedard, who I've not been super impressed with. I think he's just too small. But anyways, they were doing like, I don't know, it was beautiful hockey. Like just transition goals, just passing the puck around. It looked like a nice little like 3-man weave in basketball. It looked like the prime San Antonio Spurs playing basketball on the ice. Like they just have it figured out, and yeah. So I do like the Avalanche. Is my early NHL favorite to win it all, but obviously I did take them last year to win it, and I think they got knocked out in the first or second round.
Second, I believe.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm back on the Stars and the Rangers to win it this year. Just because I felt good about them last year. They didn't do it, so I was like, screw it, I'm rolling back over. I think they're both still decent, but another single play I do like tomorrow. I like the Kings to give Boston their first loss. It's in LA. They're minus 105. LA is. Boston's beat Chicago, Nashville, and San Jose. I mean, those are
Yeah.
3 of the worst teams. And then LA, they've only lost to Colorado and Carolina. So arguably the 2 best teams. So kind of like LA to give Boston their first loss. My one worry is Boston started really hot last year. Who's to say they're not going to start really hot this year as well?
Right. Yeah. I just have a tough time with that Boston team. They might be an under team for a while now. They're just beating teams like 3-0, 4-0. Obviously, their goalie's great. Is it the same guy from last year?
Yep.
Same. Yeah, he's a beast. Yeah, so that over-under's at 6. I don't know. I need to start diving in a little bit more because I just don't know if the teams are the same. Like, are the Panthers still the high-scoring team they were last year, or are they not? Like, I need to start diving into a couple of those teams.
Yeah. And I think as time goes on, like I feel like 2 weeks from now, I'm going to have a lot better feel. Like even last night, a couple of the unders I was betting, I'm like, well, I feel really good about one team here, but like I just don't know if the other one
Right.
is still the under team that I think they are. Going back to the scheduling though, it's hard to focus on the NHL when there's 12 games tomorrow or something crazy when there's 50 college football games.
Right.
It's
Yeah,
like
I will not be betting NHL tomorrow. It's
I'll
just
have
too much going on.
yeah, I'll probably have a play on that under, that Hurricanes Avalanche under. Other than that, like if I get to it, I get to it, but it's just not my main.
Yeah, maybe like one of the later games. But again, Michigan State plays at 7:30. Maybe,
Right.
maybe I could dabble with the Jets, Oilers, Rangers, Kraken, Bruins, Kings, because those are 10 p.m. and after.
Right.
Yeah, I could definitely dabble on those. I don't even know the late slate in college football. Asker.
Utah, I think. Late.
I think they might be. I think they're like at 8. I don't think it's super late. Best in princess costumes. Caleb Williams next year, whenever he joins the NFL.
Michael Sam.
Yeah. Oh, good one. Good one. Who was the other guy?
Carl
the Raiders
Nassib,
guy.
Nassib.
Yeah.
Nassib.
UCLA Stanford's at 10:30. Arizona State Washington's at 10:30. Both of those games are trash.
Yeah. Yeah. I will probably be 3 sheets to the wind by that point.
You'd be what?
3 sheets to the wind at that point from the Michigan State game.
Yeah. Again, I'm worried about that game. Even more worried now with all the allegations.
Yeah, not good. Has that line shifted? I haven't even looked.
I'm gonna say no.
I'm hoping no. I want at least 24 points.
Still at 24.
Yeah, I should probably lock that in.
Hey guys, I'm 6-0. My team is Tua, CMC, Kenneth Cup, Olave, Goddard, and flex James Cook. Should I trade Cook for Waddle?
My personal opinion is I wouldn't change anything if you're 6-0.
That's true.
Even though I do kind of like Waddle over Cook, I would just let it ride. Personally.
Ben got blurred out there. The Saints are cabbage. I think I know what you're saying there, but yeah, they looked terrible last night, and it's exactly because I bet on them. I knew that was going to happen. But yeah, good call on the Jags there. Good call. Yep. Jags almost threw it away.
True.
Also, I have Zach Evans. Do you think Darrell Henderson will have a major impact than Evans? Again, you're 6-0. I mean, I'm sure I never traded fantasy, and now I think I'm like, I don't know, I'm 2-4 right now, so I'm trying to trade everyone away. But I mean, 6-0, you're doing something right.
Right.
And Cook for Waddle, sure, it might be a little bit of an improvement, but I don't think anyone's going to be willing to just throw you Waddle if you're 6-0 for Cook, because I think the Waddle is the better side of that trade. But maybe if your league mates aren't the smartest, then sure, go ahead, try for it. But
I feel like Waddle's better owned on a boomer bust type team. Like if you're already 6-0, you're getting decent points from Cook.
Right.
Like I'd rather take your 10 points from James Cook every week than go 17 from Waddle 1 week, 3 the next type deal.
Right.
So if you're 2-4, I would rather have Waddle to try to boom you to a couple wins, but I think I'll just keep it the same until the wheels fall off.
Yeah, I agree. Zach Evans, Darrell Henderson.
I don't think either, honestly.
Yeah.
I'm not crazy about either.
Yeah, I picked up the Niners backup running back, and it looks like McCaffrey's playing. So
I'm against McCaffrey, so I was really hoping he wasn't playing.
Yeah.
I'm hoping he just takes a big rib shot early and has to sit it.
I don't know if that's confirmed. I just know that, and I forget his name. He's number 24, but
Mason, I think.
Mason. Yeah, he's like projected like 4 points. So I'm assuming that means McCaffrey is probable, or they just are going to run someone else. But yeah, we have like a
projected 20.
Okay. I trade for Waddle.
Trade. I disagree.
Yeah, we do like a bidding system in our waiver. Instead of a waiver order, we just bid. Like we have like fantasy bucks, and spent way too much for Mason on the Niners, and turns out he's not going to play. Well, he's going to play, but hopefully McCaffrey's going to get hurt one of these weeks. It's just a matter of time. It's either going to roll an ankle or do something. So hopefully my fantasy bucks didn't take too big of a hit on that.
You like the auction style?
I hate the waiver order because I never understand it. And I know I just haven't dove into why it works. So, I like it. I'm getting a little nervous now because I'm running out of money, but we can also, it's a keeper league, so we can trade draft picks and like fantasy bucks and everything like that. So if I do need to, I could trade some guys for money, but
kind of cool.
Yeah. I just hate the waiver wire order because I never get it. And I always make claims for guys. I'm always in last place, and I just don't seem to get the picks.
Right.
You could probably get a touchdown there. Jacob, would you drop Craig Reynolds for Darrell Henderson as a speculation ad? McVay said he would be active, and I know they like him in pass pro, and he knows the system. Again, yeah, I just think it's a little too much, like a lot of speculation, a lot of what ifs, and I don't really trust Craig Reynolds either, but he could be a RB1,
Yeah, I
especially
mean,
on the run game.
I know Gibbs is back, and Campbell said Gibbs is going to carry the workload, but Henderson, he just got like re-signed this week, didn't he? To the
Something like
Rams.
that, yeah.
Yeah. I don't try. I could see Henderson going for I could see him not carrying the ball at all, or not having a single touch, or if he does, I doubt he gets more than 2 fantasy points. I mean, Reynolds isn't great either.
I don't know.
But
Like, are they really going to give Gibbs? What is Gibbs? 5'8", 160 pounds. Are they going to give him the ball on the goal line?
that's what I'm thinking. I'd go Reynolds.
Like, I think Reynolds is
Gibbs
still
is
going to
not
be.
a.
I think Reynolds is still going to be. Like, I think he's going to get 10 to 15 carries, 40
I
yards, and
agree.
maybe a touchdown.
I agree.
And I don't know. I don't know if Henderson can do the same.
I think they try to pound Gibbs early, don't have success, and then move to Reynolds because Gibbs just can't run between the tackles.
Right.
Just not how he's built.
I didn't realize how small he was. He's tiny.
Tiny.
He's tiny.
Alvin Kamara 2.0.
Like, Kamara looks tall.
Yeah, I think I don't know how tall he is, but more so their play style.
That's true. Yeah.
And yes, Asker, I also say yes. It's a round.
I mean, if you can fly, no one else can fly, right?
Right.
DK could jump pretty high, but I don't know if you can catch it if you're going to eagle height.
Right. Yeah, are there other college games that we didn't talk about in the show yesterday or today that you're looking at?
Yeah, there's a couple. I follow my buddy pretty closely. I don't know, he pays for a bunch of not insider, but he pays for Action, all that stuff. He pays for another website, so he gets a lot of stuff. So I usually tail him quite a bit, and he's been doing me pretty well. He likes Oregon against Washington State this weekend at -20 in that game. Seems very high. But Washington State got exposed. I think they lost to Arizona 44-6. So he likes Oregon on the spread there, and he likes the over in that. I like the over more, but a high spread kind of makes me think the game's going to be like kind of like how that last game was, 44-6 or whatever it was. And Oregon's defense is much better than Arizona's defense. I don't know. Washington State just really fell off the bus. So that one is one that I'm circling. What else haven't we talked about? Again, I'll probably have a bet on that Minnesota-Iowa game just because I want to be on the right side of history there.
I'll talk Oregon quick. I fear for that Oregon bet just because Oregon's off the loss to Washington and then they have Utah on deck.
Yeah.
But I would have loved Washington State had Oregon beat Washington.
Ooh. Sorry.
No, you're fine.
There's one big game that's screaming me and you here. Auburn misses Ole Miss. Have you seen this game?
Yes.
Auburn, I think, is 13th in the country. Ole Miss is 13th in the country. Auburn is 3-3, garbage, only a 6.5 point dog.
Yes.
It's kind of screaming Auburn in that game, is it not?
Why can't I find this?
It's at 7 p.m.
game, right? Oh.
Yeah.
Why?
I mean, I think people are going to see a 5-1, 13th ranked Ole Miss with their only loss to Bama as under a touchdown favorite to Auburn, who got spanked 48-18 to LSU, 27-20 against Georgia, 27-10 against A&M, only beat Cal 14-10. Like, this is not a good Auburn team.
Yeah.
6.5 point dog at home. I think I don't know. It kind of it's sounding like that Pittsburgh game from last week. A little bit.
I've been hesitant to play on Auburn. I do like it, but I'm pretty familiar with their quarterback there, Peyton Thorne. And
I thought he got benched.
He did. I think he's back.
Good.
That shit makes me nervous. I've not bet an Auburn game yet this year because Yeah, I've seen too much of Peyton Thorne to have a great feeling. I've already lost 2, spreads in that 6.5 to 8.5 range by a garbage pick 6 at the end of the game. I could totally see Peyton Thorne making it 3 this year for me. But we'll see. We'll see how the day games go, and,
Yeah.
Auburn would be definitely my lean there. I wouldn't lay the points with Ole Miss.
Another game that probably was a bigger game at the beginning of the year, not really that big anymore. Clemson, Miami is a decent little game there. Clemson's on the road and a 3-point favorite. Haven't dove into that at all. I honestly didn't know that was being played this weekend until I was scrolling down, but it seems like a competitive game. And again, before the season started, those are 2 ranked teams, probably a big game on both their schedules. Now I think both are unranked. Miami just, yeah, man, there's no way Miami's ranked anymore. I don't think
Mhm.
Clemson's ranked. I think they have 2
No.
losses. So at once was a great game. Now it's still going to be competitive. So I'll probably figure something out for that game or at least watch it.
Yeah.
But
Yeah, I was on Miami last week. I thought that was a great spot for them. Didn't cover. I couldn't get back on them, I don't think. I would lean Clemson. But, yeah, like you said, I mean, this is supposed to be a big game. Now both teams have 2 losses, so it kinda sucks. It
right.
doesn't suck, but neither team is playing for the playoff at this point.
Another bet my buddy had was Arizona State plus 27.5 against Washington.
I don't hate that.
Who does Washington have on deck?
Um,
If it's someone big, that'd be
Stanford.
beautiful. Oh,
But then USC and Utah and Oregon State back to back to back after those 2.
yeah. I don't know.
Yeah.
I like the emotional hangover for Washington, but Arizona State's also not great.
Yeah, I've looked at a lot of, late night Pac-12 underdogs this year. And they have been pretty profitable, but yeah, I don't know. That again, definitely my strong lean there. I probably like that one. I like that more than the Clemson game. I like that more than Auburn as well. Yeah, we'll see how again 10:30 after the state game. I might not even be up. Who knows?
Or maybe not coherent.
Right.
But yeah, I mean, again, we dove into the biggest games this weekend over on our. We just posted a video today, so go ahead and check that out. But yeah, a couple other games. Yeah, kind of a boring weekend. Not gonna lie. Besides a couple premier games, not great
Yeah.
other matchups. But yeah, I may have a blog out tonight, tomorrow for the other college football games. Once again, lost. Thank God I didn't post, but I lost another midweek game last night. Took the over in James Madison Marshall. That game was 2-3 in the third quarter. So 5 points, two
So
to
it
three.
didn't hit.
It finished 20-9.
Mm.
Did not hit the total of 49.5. A little short. So stupid
Yeah.
bet. I knew it was on the wrong side, but what can you do?
Yeah.
Did go
James
live and
Madison.
hit Seattle Carolina over last night, I think, or
Oh,
someone
yeah.
hit that live over at 7.5. I think that game ended at 9, so that was nice.
Yep.
Dumbest animal, koala or pandas? I'd probably go with pandas on there, even though koalas carry chlamydia, I think.
Yeah, I kind of like koalas, so I'll go panda as well, just because I prefer koalas.
You got anything else here before we wrap it up? We've almost been live for an hour here. Got a subscriber. That's all that matters here. A little bit of an active chat. We appreciate you guys as always. Trying to go live a little bit more when we can, just because it's good for me to find out where your head's at for bets as well. Good for you guys to listen to our thoughts and then just kind of chat and whatnot. But that's kind of all I got. If you have anything else you want to add.
Yeah, not really. Yeah, I mean, I'll just say, well, we might be able to jump on again Sunday morning, like we have a few times in the past, but I really do. I'm starting to like the Colts quite a bit this weekend. Um, I think you can wait though. I don't think that comes back down to under 3. but I would try to at least get that +3 in your pocket. So if you do see it start coming back down and you agree with me, I would try to just snag a 3. And I know we differ on this one, but I really am starting to like Atlanta this week quite a bit.
The
So
Falcons?
the Falcons,
Oh boy, who are they playing?
Tampa, at Tampa.
Oh boy, yeah, that would be bad for my my divisional future. I mean, I don't hate it.
I love the Falcons in a teaser +8.5. That's like, yeah, there's a lot of teasers. I'm debating how much money I want to throw at teasers because if one goes wrong, then
Right.
next thing you know, you're out 4, 5, 6, 7 units, depending on how many you have tied up into one game. Um, yeah, but other than that, that's really all I have. We can try to talk again this weekend as
Yeah.
the NFL slate gets closer. And then I love next week's slate. Absolutely love it. Favorite NFL slate to date this year. So
Well,
I
good.
cannot wait.
I look forward to that. If we don't go live anymore, I know Ethan's pretty active on Twitter. I'm now becoming a little bit more active, posting plays over there as well. So make sure you follow both of our Twitter accounts. It's under our icons here. And as well, make sure you do follow and subscribe to Better and Green. We appreciate you guys all the time. Thanks for hopping in, and happy Friday, and good luck with all your bets.
Yep. Thanks, guys. We'll see you.